Hello, World of Blitzers. It's Littlefinger. Happy Friday, February 24th, which means time for another store review. But before, I'm going to do a gift giveaway with this video. There's going to be some requirements on your part to make this happen. And I'm primarily talking to those of you that visit my channel and don't hit that subscribe button. So here's the deal. With these store reviews, I typically get about 800 to 1,000 views. Of those 1,000 views, about 45% of you are not subscribed to my channel. And about 25% are brand new visitors, never been to my site before. I've got a lot here and it's worth your subscription, I promise you. I've got a lot of full tank reviews. We've got some funny stuff like dumb ways to die, did I win or did I lose videos, and of course, ace masteries. So please hit that subscribe button. And if I can get 30 new subscribers from this video alone, I will do a gift giveaway. I'm gonna need your in-game username and your server, preferably someone on the NA or EU servers where I have accounts that I can do this gift giveaway. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's jump into the store. There's not a whole lot new this week, so it should be pretty straightforward. We've got German containers with a 10% drop chance. You know, you've got a couple really good tanks here at tier 10 that are a little bit harder to get your hands on. Then it does kind of drop off a little bit after that. I like the Kanonen. I'm not a big fan of the German super heavies here at tier 8. The Kyler E75, the 168. Rumpanzer's a little bit different tank, but I don't like containers, especially not with a 10% drop chance. So please try to stay away from that. Also, what I've noticed in store, for those of us that have all of the tanks, have nothing more to spend our silver on, anytime we can buy boosters, I think that is an advantage to use your silver on, because what else are you going to be spending it on? But do not spend gold on boosters. So as we move on down into the individual offers, I have not seen this tank in game very much at all. I think $100 for 25 of these containers is pretty steep. 5% drop chance. It does come with charms, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get the tank, but that's $100. That is steep. I'd rather see you spend $100 on gold and get a much better deal. We'll talk about that here in a second. The other one that is often intriguing to a lot of people is the Great Choice, because you're going to get 2,000 gold and a guaranteed tank for $17. Again, I know I harp on this quite frequently in just about every video. It's enticing to see these tier 10s and tier 9s at the top of this list. But keep in mind, there's 108 tanks in this list, and there's not many here at tier 10. Over half of them are at tier 5 and tier 6, which is most likely where your tank will fall. So just keep that in mind if you decide to go with the Great Choice. Now, the gift that I'm going to give away, again, need to get 30 subscribers to this channel on this video, and I need your in-game name and your server in order to gift this to you. It's a good price, $4 for me to afford to do a giveaway. You're going to get 3 tier 2 tanks. I am not in any way saying that these tanks are great. The T7 car is a fun tank to just play around with a little bit. But what I'm looking at for these guys is for you to get these tanks, use them for a little bit, keep them if you want, but cash them in for this gold. It works out to be, I believe, over, let me just do the math, so I don't tell you wrong. It's over 500 gold per dollar for such a small gold $4 investment cost. You're going to get the 3 garage slots, which for a lot of the newer players, getting garage slots can be one of those detriments to being able to add tanks to your garage. A lot of times when you're first starting, you have to sell a tank in order to make room to buy a tank. So getting those garage slots and that gold is a nice little deal. So we're going to talk about the tanks. We talked about the draw here. This gets quite expensive. I think it goes up to 17,800 gold. Essentially what happens with this, each time you play it, the amount goes up. You can see I've played it 4 times. Obviously did not get the tank itself. And you can see it's only a 1% drop chance even after playing it 4 times. So it started out as like 0.3 and slowly worked its way up. Obviously, more of these that get taken off, the higher that percent chance of getting the tank drops. But I'm going to wait for this tank to hit stores. It should be pretty close to hitting stores. I'm not going to spend the 17,000 or whatever it is it costs to play this one all the way through. Again, we'll talk about the tanks when we get to it. The lucky containers, I'll talk about that towards the bottom as well. So resources, nothing really stands out here as strong deals at the moment. So let's talk about the tanks. We'll talk about gold, and then we'll talk about those lucky containers. So 6 days left on this tandem of tanks here. Type 57, tier 8 heavy tank. I kind of struggle in this tank a little bit. Primarily, the dispersion on this gun is not great. And it has a little bit longer of a reload. I do like the fact it's got 9 degrees of gun depression. A lot of these heavier tanks only come with 7. So you can work this on hills a little bit better. 39 kilometers per hour as your top speed. So overall, not a horrible tank, but just does not fit my play style. I do really enjoy the Batchat Barask here. Very small profile. It's got great top speed, 60 kilometers per hour. And it's got 2 shells in the magazine doing 320 average damage. And you can obviously there get 640 burst damage off this tank with its good mobility. It's much easier to, say, get your 2 shots off, get hidden, get reloaded, and repeat that process than it is sometimes some of these heavy tanks where, you know, you might find yourself a little bit out of position. You're too slow to get back into cover. And the damage on this at 320 is really nice for a tier 8 medium tank. And I really do enjoy the Batchat. What you can see here, having the higher price over the Type 57 is probably the reason for that. It's probably a much more desired tank to own. 17,500 for the pair. Not horrible, and it's going to come with those camos and the equipment slots already unlocked. Plus 3 mystery boxes. To me, the mystery boxes are of the lowest quality boxes besides camo boxes that you can get. So not a lot of value added there. Again, fast and accurate. I'm going to gift it away if we can get 30 new subscribers out of this video. Let's talk about 4 days left on Battle Hardened. We've got the FE201 and one of my favorite tier 6 tanks, the Cromwell B. It's got great mobility. They're at 64 kilometers per hour and 13 degrees of gun depression. So that makes this tank super, super versatile. The downside here is 160 average damage. So you got to be on target quite a lot to get the damage numbers in, but the mobility, then gun depression on this tank make this one of my top tier 6 tanks to own for sure. And the FE201, again, another tank typical of the British lines. Low damage, have to be on target frequently. It's going to be high firing. You've got almost 3,000 damage per minute out of a tier 7 tank. That does come with that, you know, downside of having to be on target there the whole time, but only 160 damage from a heavy tank. So I like this bundle a lot. I think, you know, 7,000 for the 2 tanks is decent. If I had to pick the Cromwell B, 3,500 gold by itself. Matilda back prints, I'm going to pass on this one. Yes, it does come with some 5Xs, 250,000 credits, the 9 equipment slots. So the price is really priced right. However, tier 5, not a tier you're likely to be playing frequently. And also, you look at this turret here. It is just a square box. It is completely pinnable. It's almost impossible to hide this thing. The tank does not have great mobility. So therefore, as a quote unquote medium tank, you don't have great mobility, 25 kilometers per hour. It can be difficult due to its lack of speed and the fact that just anybody can pen this thing, which is why I don't recommend it. And then the latest platoon here, smashing platoon with the Lorraine 40T, which is a very unique in the sense that you've got 4 shells in the magazine. The downside here to this tank, in my opinion, 2.5 seconds between shells. That's a long time to unload a full clip, and you're always put in that situation of having 1 or 2 shells left and making that decision. Do I force that 20-second reload, or do I just drive around for a little bit longer with 1 or 2 shells left? But 225 average damage, 60 kilometers per hour. So the tank does have that nice mobility, which I do think is important with the auto loaders. And then the AMX. And so now you're getting a heavy tank with a lot more armor, keeping this thing straight on. It's super strong. It is a bully face hugging someone, but as soon as you get showing some of these sides, it's quite easy to pen. 2,300 average damage per minute, 10 degrees of gun depression, 40 kilometers per hour as your top speed. So there's obviously a lot of heavies out there that don't have that good a speed, but it is offset by the fact that very easy to pen the sides on this tank. I do like this as a value for 2 tier 8s. So this one I would recommend if you're looking for some good tanks that I think you will play. They're not going to be top of the line. They're not Chimera or other top tier premium tanks, but they're close. So the gold, we always talk about the gold, maximizing, making sure you're getting 2 times the gold. We want to see this at about 750 gold per dollar, knows that you're getting a good deal. Make sure you come in here and open your free containers. And I did want to come down here and just finish this video off. Just remind everyone to hit that subscribe button so that we can engage the free gift. Lucky containers. I have purchased 2 of these. A lot of times, guys, and I don't know, for those that are new to the channel may not know this, there's also an online store. And so if you use up one of these and it says 0 left, you can go to the online store and it'll be there. The lucky containers of containers, these are the best containers because you are guaranteed to get a tank. What I like about these, for someone, as you can see here, I'm just missing the Ram 2 out of this one here. What happens if you draw a tank that you already have, you are gifted another container of the next tier up. So both of my lucky containers that I purchased, well, actually I purchased 3 to be honest with you. I went all the way up to tier 9 and tier 10 because, if you look, I have just about every tank in the game. And you can see here that the check mark shows you that you have those tanks. So you can see I have all of the tier 6. I should have all of the tier 7. I'm just missing a few of the tier 8s. And that's what I was hoping to pull was kind of get a lucky 5 container and then get the G-Sor, Caliban. I think I am missing, the Aston Rex and T-77. So I'm missing 4 out of the tier 8s. But it does go up to tier 9 and tier 10. If you want to know what's in those containers, go to my video of me opening it, and it'll show you what's in the tier 9 and tier 10s. The last time I did it. I pulled this tank here, but also I went all the way through tier 10 and pulled a tank that I had, which gave me 7,500 gold, which you're looking at, what was it, $8 for the tier 5. And again, this is only for people like myself who've been playing the game for a very long time, have a lot of the tanks, and it's likely that you're going to go all the way up. That's nearly 1,000 gold per dollar. That's better than the 750 2x in store. So even if I don't get a tank out of it, it's still a good deal as far as accumulating gold for future tanks. So guys, with that, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, and I really hope I can give those 3 tanks away to one lucky winner who leaves their in-game name and server in the comments section below. If you want to help, you can share this video, like this video, get it out to more people. The more people that see it, the more people we're likely to subscribe. So with that, guys, I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And of course, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.